right, Davis. So our goals for today were to knock down or nail down our little 9-iron bump and run.
Yep.
What are some things that let's go into the details of how we do that shot. What are some keys that we focus on when we're hitting that shot?
So some keys, they're definitely choking down on the club and getting a little lower, getting your body lower to the ground.
Okay. Which does what for us?
Which helps with getting the contact on the club and making sure that you're not keeping it fat every time that you're not hitting the ground first.
Right. And with you being a baseball player, we take that parallel between baseball and golf with the club face or the feel of the bat.
Right.
If we choke up on the bat, we're gonna have more feel for it. That's why people do it with 2 strikes.
Yep.
They have more feel for the bat and they can put the ball in play better.
Yep.
We do the same thing with the golf club.
Right.
What else? We were saying a little more shaft lean, right?
Yeah, a little more shaft lean, keeping it towards the pocket instead of a normal shot. You're probably going to go almost pretty straight up and down.
Exactly.
Keeping it up down
Yep.
towards your pocket,
Yep.
your left pocket.
And then through our swing, we make sure we feel that club face just stay towards the target.
Right.
We're not really releasing the club here. Just gives us a little bit more room for error when we hit that chip shot.
Yep.
Awesome. So those are our keys for that little punch shot. Another thing that I would say when you're working on these and when you're hitting them on the golf course is just make sure that ball position's in the same position every time.
Right.
Whether that's right in the middle of your stance or like we talked about just a little bit further back. I like doing that, but it's all about preference for
Yep.
people.
Totally.
Make sure you knock or nail down that ball position, because if your ball position's off, when you're hitting it on the golf course, you're gonna have completely different shots.
Right.
Let's see here. What kind of drills did we work on for this?
We worked on our ball placement for the shot, so behind your back foot, basically right in the middle of your stance and in front of your front foot.
Okay.
Keeping, obviously when it's back in your stance, the ball's gonna go lower, so it's all about where you want to land it, how far it's gonna roll out.
Yeah, and that's gonna give us feel for where we got to land the ball on the golf course, and if we want to play around with some different ball positions on the golf course, great. If we just want to hit the same shot every time, that's completely fine. But we have that feel, and we know how far the ball is going to roll pretty much everywhere.
Right.
So if you can knock that down and make sure you're doing that once or twice a week, doing that drill, just to keep your short game sharp. If you have the time for it, that's awesome.
Right.
We can do that drill with different clubs. We can do it with a 9-iron. I would say if you only have a certain amount of time to practice, a short amount of time, just stick with the 9-iron.
Right.
That develops great feel for you. If you really want to exaggerate it, like we were talking about, we like to exaggerate our feels just so it ingrains it a little bit more into our head.
Yep.
We can do it with a 5-iron.
Yep.
It's a little bit tougher, but it's always good to challenge yourself
Right.
with practice.
Yeah, totally.
It's awesome. So we got our keys and we got our drill.
Yep.
And we'll get into the next lesson and we'll work on some overall stuff. So.
Awesome.
All right.
Sounds great.
Good stuff today, Davis.
Yeah, good stuff.
All right. Sweet.